Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm gonna be doing my monthly new makeup Roundup review video. I'm gonna chat about all of the things that I tried in the month of March, give you my thoughts on everything, kind of how I'm feeling at the moment after trying them out for a while. As always, just in case you're new to this series from me, I'm always never intending on being braggy on any PR I've received or things that I've purchased. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to try things out, and this is just a way for me to round everything up together and give you some thoughts on how I feel about everything. Before we hop into the Roundup review, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my Instagram and TikTok by the time this video goes up. And as far as my accessories today, unfortunately I don't know where this choker is from. These plugs are Love Kills Boutique, and these earrings are from Grateful Life Designs. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about all of the makeup that I tried in the month of March. First things first, I got two back-to-back Sigma packages. First being the Kristen Dominique brush set. I've really been liking these. I've been using them a lot the last month. Not every single one is like my perfect shape, but some of them I have been using quite often. First, we have the setting powder brush. I've personally been using this one for bronzer because I like this kind of a shape for bronzer, just something really big and fluffy, and it's been doing really, really nice for that. I like the quality of these. They're super soft and fluffy, and I really like this kind of millennial pink handle. I think it's so cute. Next is the all over face precision brush. I've personally been using this to like set my under eyes and also like around the creases around my mouth. I have a ton of brushes like this for that purpose, but I do like this one. I've been reaching for this one specifically, so obviously I've been enjoying it. This is the face contour brush. I actually haven't used this one yet just because personally this one's a little too dense for me to set my under eyes with, and I also don't prefer this kind of a shape for contouring. So I think this is just one of those brushes that really isn't what I need personally, so I'm gonna give it to a friend, but again, the quality's nice, it's really soft. This is the Brighten and Bake brush. I did intend on using this to set my under eyes. You can kind of see a little bit of product on it, but again, this one's just a little too dense for what I personally prefer. I like something a little fluffier for under my eyes. So again, I don't know if this is my perfect brush. After I clean it, I'll probably also give this one to a friend, but again, if you're looking for this kind of a shape, maybe this is the brush for you. This is the angled cheek brush. As you can see, I've been using it a lot for blush lately. I love an angled brush for blush. It's just my absolute favorite. I think it just fits on the contours of my face really nicely, and I've really been enjoying this one. I like the density of it. It's not too dense, but it's not too fluffy and all over the place. It's really, really nice. And last is the eye plus nose contour brush. As you can see, I used it for eyeshadow. I don't really contour my nose like that, so that's not really gonna serve a purpose for me, but I do like a shape like this for my eyes, especially packing in the outer corner and doing a little bit of smudging before I go in with a fluffier brush. So yeah, I've been using it for that. Also in that package, I believe they threw in a couple blushes and bronzers, but most of them I already owned, but I did not own this shade of blush in Sunset Kiss. It's so cute. I feel like it's just a really pretty kind of sun-kissed blushy kind of vibe. It's not a shimmery blush, it's more of a matte blush, and I've been wearing it so much over the last month. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think Corda Rosa will still be my favorite one from them. That's such a cult classic, but this one I really enjoy as well. And then the package I got right after were these Sigma On The Go eyeshadow palettes. There were 4 9 pans, and I have used 2 of them, but I did swatch all of these because I kind of intended on using all of them, but then just based on the response from you guys on what you wanted to see and what you didn't, it was kind of 50-50 on people who even cared about these. So I ended up only using 2. I might still eventually use the other 2, but if time passes and I still haven't, I'll just give them to friends, but I do have swatches of all of them to show you. First is the Beachy palette. This is the first one that I used, and I was really happy with the look I created over on Instagram and TikTok, and it might be on YouTube Shorts at this point as well, but it was just a really grungified beachy look. I love how deep this gets. I feel like beachy themed palettes tend to lean very light and like sandy with light blues. I like how this one has lots of depth and grunginess to it. This is like my version of a beachy palette for sure. The other one I used is Electric Pink. I really enjoyed using this one. I used it in a Get Ready With Me here on my channel. I like these different pops of pink. I think the shimmers are very wet looking. It's not like my perfect palette in the sense that I reach for this kind of a color story all the time. Usually I prefer things that are either grungy or darker, more jewel toned, or things that are very bright and colorful. But this was really cute to use. I do enjoy Sigma's formulas. I think the mattes blend very, very nicely. They have really good pigmentation. Like, I keep saying it, but every time I try a Sigma palette, I get pretty blown away by how good the quality is, because in my mind, I just don't expect them to be that good. I don't know why. In my mind, it's like their brushes and face products are where it's at. And then when I get around to using a palette from them again, I'm like, this is so good. I always forget. The shimmers aren't necessarily like sparkly or shifty, but they do have a really nice metallic wetness on the lid that I really appreciate. And then the other two that I have not used yet is Earthy. I do like this. I feel like I could get a really grungy, antique-y gold kind of vibe from it. It just hasn't really been in the stars for me to play with it yet, because I've been playing with other new releases and also still trying to incorporate some throwback palettes, because I do want to get use out of older things as well. Maybe I'll get around to using this one. We'll just see. This one might end up going to a friend. And the other one is the Jewels palette. I'm definitely attracted to those pops of color right in the center, but the top row isn't really vibing with me. I do like how these get a little bit deeper in the bottom, but I almost wish there were more deeper mattes in this one. I think that's what's kind of preventing me from using this one. But again, maybe I'll use it at some point. We'll just have to wait and see. Other things have just taken priority. But out of the ones that I've tried from this, the quality was really, really nice. And if you're interested in these color stories in a cute little 9-pan, you might like those. Next up, even though I'm wearing lashes today, I have been on a mascara kick the last probably month and a half or so. I've been wearing just mascara way more than I wear lashes. And I've kind of discovered in playing more with just mascara that waterproof is the way to go, especially if you have very straight, stubborn lashes like I do. If I give them a really good curl and then coat them with waterproof, they tend to stay a lot nicer. And then I can kind of layer other things on top if I want to add extra length or volume. My lashes are actually longer than I thought, just because before they would droop down and just go back to straight and flat. But when they actually can hold their curl, I'm not totally mad at the length, and I'm trying to get more comfortable with my natural lashes. And I decided to pick up a new waterproof one because I was running out of my e.l.f. waterproof that I really like. But I started using the Covergirl Lash Blast Volume waterproof. It's the orange packaging, and the wand is super like big, fluffy, and it really gets in there. I think I might like this one more than the e.l.f. waterproof, actually. I feel like this gives a really good hold. It gives them a really good curl. They're really black. Nothing smudges or moves anywhere because it's waterproof. And this one is really hard to get off. The e.l.f. waterproof I feel like breaks down pretty easy when I start removing my makeup. I have to scrub for a while to get this one off, which is a negative in the sense that it takes me a while to take my makeup off now, but it's a plus in the sense that it stays put, like completely put. We were at Universal with Zane's family, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or so, and we were in line for the Hagrid ride, which is an outdoor like roller coaster, and we didn't know it had started raining while we were in there, and all I had that day was a little bit of brow gel and some mascara. I didn't really wear makeup to the theme park, but it was like pouring rain as soon as like we're on the roller coaster like exiting, and we were getting drenched, and my mascara didn't move an inch, so that was great. Moving on, Urban Decay has taken some of their classic eye pencils and turned them into like liquid liner pens, and I'm really excited about it actually. I don't know if there are 9 total or if they just sent me 9, but these are the 9 shades I have nonetheless. We have the shades Deep End, Freak, High Energy, Mucho Mucho, Oil Slick, Ozone, Whiskey, and Zero. Various pops of color as well as like black, white, brown. So I feel like we have a pretty good variety. I would like to see maybe a purple and a pink added to the mix if they don't already exist. Again, I don't know if I have all the shades or if they just sent me some of the shades, but I've been getting a lot of use out of these. I've used the black one multiple times to create wings. I've used the white one, Zero, to add little graphic liner moments and stuff like that. And today I'm wearing the yellow one, Mucho Mucho, kind of going around that big wing that I have. I really like these. They're very pigmented, they're very glidey, and they don't tug at all, so it's really easy to do kind of graphic linery things with them. And they stay put pretty well. I don't have an issue with them cracking or smudging, and I'm really liking these. I'm actually really, really happy that these exist. I think the colors are nice, and they're definitely something I'm gonna keep reaching for. So that was a good release from Urban Decay. Thank you, Urban Decay, for bringing something nice. Next up, Unearthly Cosmetics came out with new glosses, 14 shades total. We have 7 in more of just a creamy formula like I'm wearing today, and 7 in a sparkly formula, which I am partial to the sparkly formula because I love glitter and sparkle and all the lovely things, but I love both formulas a lot. I have a lip swatch video over on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm sure eventually it'll be on YouTube Shorts as well, but I swatched all 14 shades and I love them. I think they're so good. As far as the creamy textured ones, the shades are Candy Cane, Creamer, Drizzle, Juice, Ripe, Sappy, and Spice. I'm wearing the shade Sappy today. It's a really cute, just kind of rosy-ish neutral. It's really cute and it's really lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky at all, and I feel like it stays put on my lips really nicely. I'm really happy with all 7 of those. And then for the sparkly ones, which again, I am more partial to this formula because I like that bit of shimmer and shine and shift. We have the shades Avery, Cupid, Emma, Glint, Moss, Ornament, and Zest. Again, I love all of the shades. Emma's probably the one I've reached for the most. It's kind of that mauvey pink with like golden sparkles in it. It's really, really pretty, but I love all of these. This is definitely a formula I'm gonna continue to reach for. It's just fantastic, very lightweight, not sticky. It wears off nicely throughout the day, and overall, really nice gloss. Next up, Salem Cosmetics sent me just a little package of some restocks and things like that, and they included their new lashes, which I love. These are the best lashes they've come out with by far. They're like 3-dimensional, very fluffy, very curly. Can you like see how fluffy that is? They're like so curly and I love them. The styles are Blood and Tears and Lovesick. Blood and Tears is what I'm wearing today. Lovesick is like a longer version of these, but I love them. They're so comfortable. I feel like they fit onto my eye really nicely after I trim them, of course, to make sure they like are the correct length for my eyeball. But yeah, I love these. I think they're just so cute. I love the fluffiness. By far the best lashes they've come out with. And I've worn many a Salem Cosmetics lash. This is just a huge step up for them. I already liked their lashes, but these are even better. Next up, another thing I treated myself to. I bought this back in February, but mine was on pre-order because I missed the initial launch and it arrived this month. But it is the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette. I'm obsessed with this. I've done a video with this on my channel. I did 2 because I did a standalone video and also I included this in a Get Ready With Me. And I also recently posted a video with this on Instagram and TikTok, and again, it'll be coming to YouTube Shorts eventually. It's just so pretty. It's like a grungy garden. I've been dying to try this brand out because everyone was raving over the Serenity palette last year, which I still haven't gotten my hands on, but this one is phenomenal. I'm super impressed. The mattes are so pigmented and they blend with such ease. I can't believe how easy they are to work with. And these shimmers are amazing. They're shifty and wet looking and glitzy, and I just absolutely love them. The hype is definitely real with this brand, and I'm super excited to try more from them in the future. Next up, Lawless sent me a little package. They came out with like a lavender themed collection, and in that package included some restocks of things I've talked about in the past, brow products, mascara, things like that. But the new things are 2 new gloss shades and a little palette. I love these glosses. I talked about them in my monthly favorites. I think they're so, so good. Shades are Lavender Sorbet and Violet Bloom. Really cute, kind of muted lavender mauve shade, and then more of a brighter, punchier purple. They're super cute. This is one of my favorite gloss formulas of all time. I love the plump. I love the shine. They are so comfortable, and I'm really happy to have these shades in my possession because I don't really have a whole lot of glosses that have like purple leaning tones, so I'm super happy about this. And lavender is like what I care about the most right now that spring is here, so super happy about these. And then we have the Lavender One palette. I was interested in trying this. I hadn't tried Lawless's eyeshadows before, and similar to Sigma, in my mind, I've just like already written them off as probably not being my favorite eyeshadows. I don't know. I just had it in my gut where their lip products and like brow products and even complexion products would probably be where it's at more than the eyeshadows. And I did do a video with this on my Instagram and TikTok, and it might be on YouTube Shorts already by now, but it's fine. I really don't have anything negative to say. There was nothing wrong patchiness wise. The pigmentation was okay. It wasn't overwhelmingly pigmented, but they built up nicely. And the shimmers, they had a nice shine on the lid. They weren't dusty, crusty looking, but overall, it's just not quite what I'm looking for in an eyeshadow palette. I like a little more punch, a little more spice. And this one's just almost a little too tame for me. It's not a bad palette, and if that's what you're looking for, then that's great. I'm happy I tried it just to familiarize myself with the brand's eyeshadows, but it's just not quite enough for me personally. Next up, Apocalyptic Beauty sent me a little package. I actually haven't gotten anything new from them in a very long time. I used to be obsessed with their glitters and their loose eyeshadows back when I had a loose eyeshadow phase years ago. And I do still like their glitters. I have some in my drawer that I still reach for from time to time. And they sent me 4 new ones, and they're very cute. We have Archaeological Egg Hunt. It just has a mixture of different like size circles in different pastel colors with bigger eggs in it as well. And it also looks like little skulls. It's very cute. Spooky spring, I'm all about it. Next is Bunnies in Bloom. I actually used this in a Get Ready With Me fairly recently. It has different colored flower glitters, pinks, purples, and blues, and then there's also some bigger bunnies in here as well. I mostly use this glitter for the flowers, but it's adorable. Candy Coated has kind of a mixture of iridescent circle glitters, there's little bunny heads, there's little candies. It's just a good time. There's lots of fun colors in here, and I like it mixed with kind of the pops of iridescence. And last is Plague Bunnies. This is probably the more spookier one. We have a mixture of flowers and bunnies, but it's all like green and black, so very much more on the spookier end of the color spectrum. And I just think this is a fun roundup of glitters, and I want to try to use my glitters more because I went through a phase where I used glitter all the time and now I rarely do. It has to be like, I don't know. I have to really think about it in order to use it. And those new ones do have me inspired. I think they're a lot of fun and they're super cute. As always, be very careful with glitter near your eye because you're not really supposed to put glitter on your eye, but thankfully none of these are sharp. They all have very rounded edges. So even if one got in your eye, you could probably get it out safely, but you still have to be very careful when putting glitter around your eye. Do as I say, not as I do. It's your eye, take care of it. Next up, Nomad Cosmetics came out with a new palette and I am thrilled. I'm wearing it today and it is magical. I did do a 2 looks video with this on my channel, and again, this is on Instagram and TikTok already, and it'll be on YouTube Shorts eventually, but this is amazing. 15 shades of jewel toned magic. I love these rich jewel tones. Again, that's one of my favorite kinds of color stories, and these 5 multi-chromes on the bottom are so good. I have 2 different ones. I have the 2 on the edges, like next to each other on my eye, and I'm just obsessed with all the shifts. It's so amazing. These are so smooth and I just love them. I love them so much, and I'm just super happy to see this palette from them. I feel like it fits in with their other stuff really, really well and adds something different. This is definitely one of my favorite ones they've released. I think it's wonderful. Next up, Freck sent me a little package with some of their Rich Bitch products. They sent me the lip balm, which I've tried in the past. It wasn't my personal favorite, but Zane actually really likes it, so I gave it to him. The moisturizer, which I'm actually good on moisturizer right now, so I also gave that to him. But I kept the primer for myself, and it is so good. I've used it the last couple days. It has a really unique texture. It's like a serum-y primer, so I'll just take a little bit out. But watch, it has like little like strings. So it has like, I don't even want to say tackiness because it doesn't feel sticky, but it's almost like as I'm massaging it into my skin, it's truly prepping my skin for makeup in such a like satisfying way. It's very moisturizing and hydrating, but also giving me a really nice soft base. I don't know how to describe it. I've never used a primer quite like this, and I'm obsessed with it so far. It's so good. I don't think I'm gonna put this down anytime soon. And last but not least, Colourpop sent me a package. I know, right? I thought I got the boot a long time ago. They haven't sent me anything. I don't think they've sent me anything this year, but they sent me the new Legend of Korra collection, which I was really excited about because I was debating buying some of the parts of the collection, but then I ended up just not. I talked myself out of it, and then it arrived at my UPS store where my PR packages get sent to. So I was super, super pumped. I did do a video with this collection already on my channel. It probably went up fairly recently before this video. I think it technically went up in April, but I tried it in March, so I'm including it in this video. But I do plan on playing with these products more throughout just like Get Ready With Me's and maybe on Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. But let's break down the products. We have the highlighter, the Spirit Wilds highlighter. It is so super pretty. It's a little subtle. I do want to say that. It's a little, like, it's what I'm wearing right now. It's on my cheeks. It's in my inner corners. It's beautiful. It's very shiny and glowy, but it's not like a crazy color. It doesn't have crazy shifts or sparkles, but if you're looking for just a really pretty glowy highlight, that's what this is. But if you're looking for like colors like the pan would maybe lead you to believe, you're not gonna get that here. But it is really nice. It's really glowy. Obviously, I feel compelled to keep using it because it's on my face right now. It's not something I would have had to have, but I'm happy I have it, if that makes sense. We have 2 lip creams. Kind of reflecting on this package, these are probably my least favorite part of the collection just because I have these shades 1,000 times over, and even though I do really like this formula, I didn't need these, if that makes sense. The shades are Loyal Friend and Partner in Crime. Loyal Friend is the neutral, Partner in Crime is the winey burgundy shade. I like them. Again, the formula is really nice. It's similar to the Ultra Satin lips that they had back in the day. More of a creamy liquid lipstick where it doesn't dry down totally matte. It's very comfortable, but I didn't need these. these. Will I keep using them? Probably, but I definitely didn't need these. It was probably like the lowest priority for the collection for me. We have two Graphic Inks liners in two really cute shades. We have Korasami and Heart to Heart, a baby blue and then more of a winey burgundy shade. I really like this formula. They have a really flexible long tip. They're really easy to kind of do graphic liner stuff or just a classic wing. And I do really like these. I haven't gotten to give these particular colors a ton of love yet just because I've been more so focused on other things and the liquid multi-chromes that I'm about to talk about. But I do love this formula. I love these colors. I'm dying to use this baby blue. It is so cute. It's actually inspiring me to do maybe a similar nail color next time I do my nails. But I do like this formula a lot. But it's definitely not the star of the show. The next product is from liquid eyeshadows. We have liquid multi-chrome eyeshadows from Colourpop. I'm super excited about this. These are so pretty. We have air, earth, fire, and water. They have such beautiful shades. I used two of these in my video with this collection to create kind of a graphic liner moment. These last all day on me. I didn't have any issues with anything like crunching or creasing or looking weird. I am dying to put fire all over my lid as soon as I can. It'll either be in a get ready with me or on Instagram and TikTok. I haven't decided yet, whenever the moment seems right, but these are gorgeous. I'm super excited about them. They have beautiful shifts. I also like that they're not huge because it's already hard to go through a product in general. So I'm liking that they're kind of small. I don't need them to be giant. I'm super happy about these. This is definitely like what pulled at my heartstrings the most from that collection. And last but not least, the actual Legend of Korra palette. It's really cute. I like the colors in here. I think they're a lot of what I needed the original palette to be, which I did talk about in that full video with this collection. But there's things in here that I felt like I needed in that last palette, like the bright green makes me really happy. There's a good mixture of textures in here. I found that the mattes were really pigmented and they blended so well. Like, I already like Colourpop's eyeshadows, but I almost feel like the quality of this palette is better than usual, aside from Future Industries. I talked about this shade in particular in my video, but it's just very subtle. Like, it doesn't do enough for me. I expected more from that shade, but everything else that I've tried has been a treat to work with. The shimmers are really pretty, and I feel like the multi-chromes go with this palette really well. So overall, I was really happy with this collection. It was a very happy surprise for it to be in my mailbox, and I'm happy that I got the chance to try it out because there are some great things in it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did you try any of the products I mentioned today out? Do you want any of them? What were the things that you tried in the month of March? If you tried anything new, I would love to hear down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me some flower emojis? I got like flowers going on today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the BATTYBEAN fam. I am BATTYBEAN on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe. If you want to see more of my videos, I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I'm dropping everything. Oh, I feel like I've been talking for 5,000 years, and now I'm dehydrated.